available. Please take your seats.
Hi everyone, and welcome to the premiere episode of Riders on the Storm. No, I have not updated the stream title, is the first answer to the questions I've seen in chat. I'll do that immediately. I am a pro streamer. Sometimes setting these things up takes a while, and getting this one in particular. I hope you think the overlay's pretty. It took me ages! Before we go around and say hello to everyone, check out the opening messages. Thank you very much. The bot is now spamming you with all of our social links, all of the places you can find us online and support us. Our sponsor information. Big thank you to Magehand Press and Bird in the Storm Publishing. Magehand Press, the creator of this expansion that we'll be playing today, the Weird West expansion for D&D 5e. We will learn more about that as we go around and say hello to people, and they tell us about their characters and how they differ from normal. Also, there's a tweet link there to go and retweet. Please go do retweet. It does help us. Let's go round and talk about who we are and our characters. Let's start with Mackenzie. Oh, hi, Mackenzie.
Oh, hi. Or should I say howdy? Is that what we're gonna change it to?
Oh, howdy, Mackenzie.
Oh, howdy, friend. Yeah, so I'm Mackenzie, and I'm going to be playing a warlock with a gun-themed patron known as the Trigger, and her name is Jan Harker. She's fun. Anything else?
Fantastic. Well, no, you told us which class and stuff you're doing, right? Because I'm also updating the stream title in the background. I'm Scratticus, and I do 7 things at once. How are you? Let's go round to the next player then. Crimson Rosebud 34. Oh, hi!
Well, howdy, partner. I am playing a mad bombing alchemist. I don't really know what else to say because I'm shy.
Who are you? Where can we find you online? All of that good stuff.
On Twitch, you can find me at twitch.tv /Crimson Rosebud 34. I play Final Fantasy games. You can find me on Twitter at Crimson_Rose 34. And that's about it.
Fantastic. And next around, we welcome back Otherdoc. Jim, Otherdoc, you've been on a lot of premieres for a lot of things, I think.
There's been a lot of stuff happening.
A pleasure to have you back.
A pleasure to be here. This is awesome. This is I think the first game that I've been on this channel a number of times, but the first time that I think that I've ever played anything that you have run. So I am excited beyond belief for this, and also terrified, but that of course goes hand in hand. Good evening, folks. I am Jim, or Otherdoc or Doc, and I use he/him pronouns. And this evening I am going to be playing Aidan Montaigne, who is of the Elven Gentry, and he also uses he/him pronouns. He is a gambler rogue.
This reminds me massively of one of the Bill Bailey sketches where he talks about cowboy elves decorating the palace castle. But anyway, if that's an obscure reference, so be it. It's in Bill Bailey Wilderness. I'll plug it. no matter how I feel. Last but most certainly not least, we welcome Milady Saito. Oh, hi!
Well, it is my honor to be here with you guys today. It has been a long time and a lot of waiting. You catch me at Milady Saito on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. Be more than happy to see you stop by. Hey. My character's name is Ro. Her full name is Rosie Marie Hart, but anyone calls her Ro. And for the people who piss her off, they're well known to know her as Death Row.
Fantastic.
Ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
And so we bring down the music as we come to the start of this campaign. Before we begin, the four of you stand. Stand in a plain section of desert. You don't know how you got here. This could be a dream, in fact. It doesn't feel real as you stand in the sand with the wind lightly blowing against you. There's news on the wind. Something carries on the air. You can feel it in your gut and your water. Things are coming. Perhaps something wicked this way comes. Perhaps bandits are coming to disrupt the local neighborhood or something. You're not sure.
Is there any burnt smell in the air? Like
No.
ozone or potentially burning wood?
No burning, but there is smoke. And they say that where there's smoke, there's fire.
That is true. That is a true fact.
We follow that smoke.
Do we?
As
I
it
look
goes-
over everyone else and I say, are we going to move that direction? Obviously,
No
there is
one
a problem.
Is around
Obvious-
you. You stand
by
alone.
myself?
All four of you.
Oh,
Well, it's just us. It will be fine.
I'd reckon we better
I'm
wait
going
for the
towards the
narrator
smoke. I
finish
want to see where the
what's around
fire's
him.
at.
I am not going to go toward that smoke. I'm like, I look over, I'm like, that obviously is a problem, but not my problem.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start walking. Bye, y'all.
Cinematically, we will pan to the smoke and follow it down. But as we follow it down, it gets smaller and smaller, and less like a blazing smoke, and more like a thin trail. It seems it's the end of someone's cigarette on a long cigarette holder in a saloon. This again feels like a hazy memory. Where were you last night in the saloon? Let's go round.
Welcome to the academy. Please take your seats.
Let's go round. We'll go the opposite direction. Let's start with Ro. Where is Ro in the saloon?
She is having her some fire water and playing up pretty hard. She's probably 10 shots in and keeping herself above the table. That's all. Ro likes to drink. Okay, she's gonna be excited if she gets to have that opportunity.
Is 10 shots a lot? I feel like that's a lot, but also I don't know.
I don't know.
10 shots is a lot. 10
Okay.
shots and in a normal situation would make your liver a pickle.
Would it?
I have had in one sitting, I have taken my big friend and I took 16 shots against him and drank him on the table, and I was like, almost.
I'm saying
Yeah.
nothing. I used to work as a barman, and there's some things that just shouldn't be said. And my best man was an Irishman. It was a deadly combination. Anyway, so we have Rose sitting at the bar. Ro's camera is helping us with the illusion of drunkenness today, as it sways around the room, following Saito's face. Next, let's go to Aiden Montaigne.
Aiden is sitting at a poker table. or whatever this this world's version of poker is. You can see as you sort of pan down, he's dressed in finery, but he does leave some bit of room for his ears, unless he needs to cover them up for whatever reason. And he's sort of, as his camera runs down, goes to his drink as he's sort of laughing and just sort of chuckling and slowly taking it, sipping and setting it down and getting ready to lay down a hand. And he has aces over eights, which he's very pleased about because he's been losing for most of this evening.
Interesting. And as you put down your hand, the other players around the table, a halfling with a embroidered eye patch, a tall human who carries a cane similar to your own, and a half orc who looks like they'd be happier throwing punches and throwing cards, grimace as you put down the hand, taking the biggest pot of the evening yet. Next around,
I was gonna actually sit on the poker table too.
How is Trinity reacting as Aiden pulls out this aces over eights hand?
Well, I was gonna roll real quick to see what my luck would have been, and then decide what I had for a hand, but I have no idea what I would have rolled. So, I would say not necessarily shock, but kind of like grumpy because she's been losing all night. She has zero luck. RNG is not in her favor tonight.
The halfling has a way of handling cards that denote a slightly supple wrist. Perhaps it's not just RNG that's against you tonight. Where's Jin in all of this mess?
I'd like to be flirting with the bartender.
Yeah.
Sorry, Scrat.
Oh no, you totally can. There is a sweet-talking Texan behind the bar. Oh, no, sorry, not Texan. Wild
Texan.
Western. Yeah, there's a sweet-talking Wild Western at the bar, leaning in and listening to everything you say, dressed in a formal bar attire, you know, white shirt, tie. Just so pleased to see you. How are you getting on? What's if we were to zoom in on the conversation, where would we start?
It's quite a lovely town you got here. I'm new around, so it's always nice to see a friendly face.
You're new around here, miss?
Yep, and tip my hat. And the hat does not, the hat looks like it's a slightly too big for my head, but it sort of half matches because I'm wearing travel gear that looks more nice. Travel gear that's still nice, it's got a skirt, but it's a little beat up, and then the hat just looks like it's way out of place. Way out of place.
Well, I mean, might a big old world for you to be out here on your own. You traveling with anyone?
Not yet.
Smiles at that. Well, you're gonna need a place to stay or something, you know. We got rooms to rent if you want to stay the night.
I mean, if there are people like you hanging around, I wouldn't mind.
Make me a persuasion check as we do our first roll of this campaign.
Oh no!
Oh.
No! Oh god. Oh god. Wait, why am I using my mouse pad? I have a mouse. Persuasion. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oof.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, little miss. I didn't catch your name.
The name's Jin. May I shake your hand?
He takes it and plants a kiss on the fingers.
Oh!
Oh.
That first
It's
drink's
getting
on
hot in
me.
here. Oh!
And we'll see what we can do about them room prices.
Ooh.
Give him a little wink.
And he's feeling rather good. Let's go back to the... Ro, you would be quite close to this encounter, I imagine, sitting at the bar. It's the same bartender filling you up, so,
She's gonna look over. See the two? Say, is that all it takes? Is it some fancy words and all of a sudden you're gonna drop your prices?
Not for you, Ro. You've been drinking me out for the last couple of weeks. And starting fights.
Hey, it's not my fault. You get some weird people up in here, and well, your fire water is so good. Maybe you should take it as a compliment.
I give you enough discounts. Enjoy your whiskey.
Oh, I do.
Well,
That's why I come back.
let's go back to the table where we're all playing poker. Aiden, it's the halfling's turn to deal.
I'm gonna kind of keep an eye on it and just sort of think, just think to myself, is he using some of the tricks that I sometimes use when I deal?
Who knows? I guess we'll have to find out, right?
Yeah.
Can I sneak like an ace up into into my hand?
Well, he's currently holding the deck to. Yeah, I mean, if
yeah.
you could hold one from the last hand, I guess. Yeah. Give us a sleight of hand check.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. Sleight
Since
of hand.
Aiden is currently focusing on the halfling, that would be you'd have to be Aiden's passive for Aiden not to notice.
What is sleight of hand again? Oh, there it is.
There it is. Skill right there on the left in the skills thing. There you go. So 12. Aiden does
Passive
that.
perception 13.
Your passive perception is 13.
Yep.
Do you make comment as you notice Trinity keep hold of a card from the last hand?
I do not, but I kind of just sort of the corner of my mouth sort of quirks up into a slight smile as I see it happening, because I think to myself, I can use this. I'm knowing to bet lower at this point, because I feel like this is like what I do is like in most card games, my game essentially is that I lose for a good portion of the evening and then I start winning. Is typically, or that's the plan anyway of what I try to make happen.
Well,
that's fair.
as this halfling deals again, I imagine you are looking quite closely at his hands, so I'll let you take an active perception or investigation check to see if he's cheating.
All right. I shall go perception. I have a 7.
Doesn't seem to be. He's got a smooth action as he deals the cards. But when you pick up your hand this round, Aiden, it would seem you've been dealt the dead man's hand.
Quick point of clarification. Would that then be the same? In the U.S., we the expression "dead man's hand" is aces over eights, the same hand that I just had.
Oh no, not the winning hand. I'm referring to the worst hand. You've got
possible.
2 2s and 2 7s.
All right.
Two pair, so it's enough to bet on, but it's the lowest 2 pair you can possibly have.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and bet modestly so that I can continue to look as though I just got lucky a moment ago. So that and I can afford, and ultimately Aiden doesn't care that much since it's his family's money. He doesn't care. So he'll go ahead and just make a modest bet, which for I think most folks would be a slightly bigger than modest bet on it, and he'll get rid of a couple of cards. And
so we come around to Trinity. Trinity, you've got a couple of aces dealt to you. And then the rest is just dross, random cards.
So a pair of aces or 3 of a kind?
Well, with the one that you've got up your sleeve, it'd be 3 of a kind.
Okay, I'm gonna drop. How much did you drop on the table, Jim?
So I dropped we'll say I dropped something like 10 gold, which I'm guessing is probably more than people are wanting to usually drop in when they don't have that good a hand.
Okay, I'm gonna raise it by 5. I'm gonna put 15 on the table.
The halfling and the half-orc sort of... The other elven gentleman, folds. The half-orc takes a long moment looking at the cards, and folds as well. The halfling, however, says, "All right, I'll raise you another 5 gold.
Call.
I'm gonna have to fold. I think this is ain't quite so good as I might like. I set it down.
And so you've called it, Trinity.
Mm-hmm.
He nods at you to turn your cards first.
I flip them all over, and as I'm flipping them over, I pull the ace, literally pull the ace out of my sleeve.
Would you like to make another sleight of hand?
Do I have to?
Well, hey, you're cheating at cards. You gotta be good.
It's true. It's true. It's important.
Did it go?
Not yet for me.
Because it did it twice. That's why I'm asking. For me.
I did
No.
twice.
It's only
Yeah.
come up once for me.
That's weird.
I saw it twice. The first one was a 12.
And I've got a 12 and then I've got a 4.
Oh, sorry. Do you know what? Because the last hand was a 12, I was mistaking it for the first time. That's my bad.
Oh, okay.
I,
You're fine.
Yep. I saw the 2 12. Oh, yeah. Never mind. So a 12. A 12 is good enough. You can draw this card and down and play it down. It's, you know, again, Aiden, you noticed this, but it seems this halfling is so busy fixing his own hand that he doesn't seem interested as he turns his cards over. A straight flush. I think we've got time for a few more hands. Seems like the evening's just getting interesting.
I forget poker rules. I'm horrible. There's three of a kind. Three of a kind doesn't beat us.
Three of Kind's low.
Yeah, 3 of a kind doesn't beat a flush.
That's what I thought. Sorry, I haven't played poker in like 10 years.
I think it beats. I think it might beat a straight if I remember right. It's the 3 of a kind.
Three of a Kind does not.
Yeah, no. I
think-
think 4 of a
thinking of-
kind beats straight.
Yeah, that's.
I know Full House does, I think. No,
Oh, yeah.
maybe. I don't know. So you have to have a 3 of a Kind 2 pair. It's been like years since I've looked up poker. That's a weird story.
It should be like 3 of a kind, straight, and then royal flush.
Oh yeah.
It's flush and then royal flush.
Uh-huh.
But people like 3 of a kind because it's like it's the lowest you can get when you're trying to get a straight or a flush.
Yeah.
It's a gamble. At least you fall flat sometimes.
We go back over to the bar as the halfling starts dealing another hand. We're going to do some different rules to the poker when we come back in a second. We're not going to go look into it so detailed. We've done a nice cinematic bit. Now we'll summarize in a minute. But first we come back over to Jin and Ro. And the bartender leans in and says, "Now you listen here, Missy. If you want to get on real well in this town, and let me tell you, I'm sure you will, it's best if you stay away from people like Ro here.
Oh, why's that?
Oh, she just causes trouble wherever she goes. I have to clean up this place every night after she's finished. Broken bottles, broken people, you name it. Damn girl's a hellraiser."
You must work awfully hard then. I'm impressed.
You realize I can hear you, right? The drinking just clarifies my vision a little bit. It don't boggle my hearing.
If you can hear me, Ro, then maybe you might have a little bit of, I don't know, regret or concern for your fellow humans.
No, that's a long time. That's a waste. That's a waste. But my glass is empty, and that's not that's a waste of a perfect glass. Oh, why is this hat acting so strange?
Ro's drunk again. Listen, he sort of turns back on Ro for a second. You can really get on well in this place. You know, we could be looking for some more staff if you wanted to come work here with me. I mean, I could take someone on. You know.
There you go. Offer a job after you offer a place to stay. That's an easy money back. Easy money back. There you go. Oh God, it's getting hot in here. Is it a free stay or is it a free hookup? I don't even know. I'm just gonna put my hat right here. It's okay. Right.
Would you shut up, Ro?
I'm sorry. My glass is still empty. I thought that was your job.
I'm gonna flip. I don't know how much a glass is, but I'm gonna flip like a gold piece over at her.
That's mighty kind of you.
As he's filling up your glass, he just says, "There's no way to go encouraging the lady."
I mean, if she's gonna keep interrupting our conversation, I'd rather keep talking to you.
So,
You think that one drink is gonna keep me from doing that? You better drop a couple more gold down, sweetheart.
As
They're gonna mark down my goal.
pan back to the poker table, I would like to play another 4 hands, and this time we'll do it like this. You roll a d20 if you're playing straight, you roll sleight of hand if you're cheating.
Uh-oh.
That's actually a good idea.
Okay. I am going. If I get, I don't know if the deck's going to be revolving again or not, but if it does, I'm actually going to be using sleight of hand to help make Trinity win, and just make myself come out okay if I can.
Okay, that's cool.
Because I'm deflecting. Let's see.
I'm just gonna play straight up. So do I roll 4 d20s?
Yeah, we'll roll just one d20 first. We'll do it one round at a time. So just roll us a d20.
Okay. Oh, mine was horrible.
Ooh. The elven gentleman tips his hat and says, "Look, my luck's run out. I'm out of here. You all have a good old game, and thank you very much for the entertainment this evening. I'll see you later." And up he leaves. Having rolled a nat 1, he has no taste for it anymore. The half-orc and Trinity both have similar hands, which means, Aiden, you get Trinity's hand as you mix the cards very deftly. However, your Trinity's hand does not beat the halfling's hand, as he wins again. Next round, same rules.
Okay.
So d20. If I wanted to cheat, it was d20 and sleight of hand.
Just sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. Okay.
I'll try this once more. Ooh.
Oh, that's horrible.
And are you still dealing to Trinity, Aiden?
Uh-huh. Yeah, same deal this time.
The half-orc also decides, he sort of like sits back and says, "Look, I'm gonna sit out a few hands. Maybe my luck will come back in a minute. I'm just gonna have a drink." It just sits back. There's a free space at the table, so he's not taking up anyone else's space. It's okay for him to sit with you. Your hand goes to Aiden, Trinity. Aiden, it's a hand of nothing. Maybe you've got a pair, but not even really high cards. Just a dead hand. Trinity, in your hand, you have a flush.
Nice. I lay my cards down with the big poo-poo eating grin on my face, and I take a shot of whiskey.
The halfling sort of squints. You can almost see him, like, feeling agitated by the money moving across the table towards you, the chips moving your way. Yeah.
Reach out.
Alright, more. Next hand.
I'm actually going to stop cheating at this point because I'm just trying to break even. What's the what do we play for regular?
Regular d20.
Just a d20. Okay.
What in the world is going on? I went from having no luck to having all the luck. What?
Trinity, as we play again, Royal Flush, Spades, Jack through Ace, 10 through Ace. But as you win again, as you turn over your cards at the end, the halfling pulls a pistol from his wrist and says, "I think you're cheating."
I jump back from the table and I reach into my pocket and I pull out one of my bombs.
The half-orc jumps up, pulling a shotgun from under the table.
I reach in, I grab a second bomb.
Do I get to see this? Do I have to roll to see this?
I think as guns are pulled,
Ditto, about
suddenly
this. This is
the bar goes
not
quiet.
worth losing our lives over.
What, do I see this?
Yeah, the whole bar will go quiet as they draw things. You take over
Immediately-
100 gold from me.
Like record
I mean-
scratch, piano, pong.
Immediately, I'm gonna shout out. I told you it ain't just me. Where's my? I thought we were supposed to turn those in the front. Was that just me? This is some. Where's my gun?
There's no rules about turning your guns in. You got all your weapons
I
on
was
you.
gonna say, I turn around, I look around, I go, shut up, bro, sit down.
I'm very slowly with my hand that is underneath the table. I'm retrieving my my little Derringer-like pistol. What do they call it? A parlor gun. Been preparing to Han Solo this if I have to, but I do sort of say to him, "Oh yeah, but she was, but you know the cards have been going round. She was not dealing in that hand, and I reckon that there've been a fair number of hands that you've just managed to, if I may say so, just seem to conjure spades out of thin air. It's a remarkable feat of magic. I think that perhaps we've all had some fun. Maybe we should just have another drink, settle down, and just go our separate ways."
Rose shouts, "I found him! Let's go! Who's firing first? Let's go!"
Can I ask how the bartender's reacting?
The bartender has immediately started grabbing the expensive bottles from the shelves and is putting them below the counter. He's been in this scenario before. Jim, we have a re-roll for Aiden. Just come in from Katie. Thank you very much, Katie.
Thank you.
He sort of gestures to you, Jin, and says, "Look, if you want to get down behind here with me, I wouldn't blame you. It's going to get real messy in here."
I will join him, but I'll also my hex gun is by my side, and I'm my hand's gonna hover over it.
Okay, so he offers his hand out to you and is helping you over the bar,
Yep.
and he notices as you're stepping over, obviously your hip gets incredibly close to his face, and he notices the hex gun, and he just sort of quirks an eyebrow, "You're a gunslinger?"
Well, it ain't my preferred weapon, but lady's gotta know how to take care of herself sometimes. By the way, I never told you, Scrap, but the gun's name is Bad Idea.
Beautiful. Does it say that down the side?
I wanted to have on one of the barrels etched Bad Idea, or on the handle. Handle.
Totally. Doesn't say.
I know my guns.
The halfling is sort of frozen now. Trinity has pulled out some bombs.
They're not big bombs, they're little bombs. They're like grenade size. They're not gonna make a big boom. Just a little boom.
Why don't we all
There
just...
ain't no reason for you to be throwing those things in here. Don't you know that we've got special stuff back here? We don't want to be wasting stuff like that.
As a fan of their special stuff, I do have to say that I would greatly prefer it were this place not to go up in a ball of flame this evening. Makes it much harder to do the drinking. Why don't we all just settle down? And I am trying to de-escalate. I don't know if I'm sort of trying to calm the halfling.
I look at I believe half orc.
Yeah. He's looking more bewildered than anything. He's just grabbed this sawn off out of reaction, everyone's got guns. I'm gonna give myself a gun.
I tell everyone, you know what? Let's tone it down. I've won a lot of gold this evening. Round of drinks on me, whatever you want.
Wait a minute. I ain't saying we don't have to stop. We don't have to do the firing. What, free drinks? Let her have what she wants.
And what we're going to do is we're going to fade to black at this point. And I would like to open the scene again tomorrow morning. where does your character wake up? What state are they in? And what do they remember after that point of last night? Everyone roll initiative for me. Just for deciding who wakes up first and sets the scene, because what you say will be canon for the other players.
Oh wait. Hold on. Did it go?
I almost rolled another nat 20.
Very close. Saito, come get your initiative.
That's great.
Last. Perfect.
Oh, sorry.
So, Trinity, where do you wake up? What state are you in? And what do you remember of last night? Just a little snippet.
I'm drunk on the floor. Well, hungover, half drunk on the floor. With the taste of whiskey on the back of my throat, and it's not tasting good right now. It's wanting out.
Oh yeah.
And I'm just sitting there going, oh God, I need water.
And what do you remember of last night? What's the snippet
Nothing.
you remember?
I'm blackout drunk.
Fantastic. So next, even though you already rolled a 6, Aiden, where do you wake up? What state are you in? And what do you remember of last night?
Aiden comes out of his trance, the elf trance. I think in the stable loft, as he just sort of is like, and just sort of looking down, he sees that his clothes are slightly askew, but he still seems to have everything. And he remembers drinking for a while. He thinks whether it was in that same bar or not, it's not certain. He remembers at some point getting drunk and attempting to steal somebody's hat, but he does not, and he sort of looks down and he sees that one of the horses is now wearing the hat. So apparently that mission was successful. He's not sure whose hat it is or who he stole it from.
Is it Rose hat?
It could be. It could totally be Rose's hat if you wish.
Okay.
He looks like that.
So she is not sleeping with her hat on top of her head. She is sleeping with what she thinks was her hat on top of her head.
Well, next in the order is Jin.
Hi.
Hi, Jin.
What happened last night kind of depends on how well I was getting on with that bartender.
It's entirely up to you. If you want to wake up next to a bartender, you may.
Yeah, let's do it. It's fun.
He sleeps peacefully next to you. Sheet
I
covering
do.
him moderately.
A tasteful amount of sheet.
A tasteful amount of sheet. Yeah, we'll have some abs showing. There you go. Abs and pecs.
Oh no.
Maybe a little thigh on the left side.
I think that's tasteful. Yeah. Just like side butt cheek. Not full butt cheek, but like side butt cheek.
You know, like side boob.
I am playing a character who's too flirty for my own good. Alright. I remember, let's see. I didn't get any of those free drinks because I wasn't part of the whole shootout thing. But I might have gotten a couple free drinks from the bartender. Not enough to go blackout drunk because I like remembering what happened. And then I'm assuming the bartender and I, after his shift was done, went up and had fun times. And then slept, woke up, gonna get dressed and do a walk of pride down the stairs.
The walk of pride. So last but most certainly not least, Ro. Lay it on us.
Ugh. Well, that was a fiery night right now. She just wakes up like on the streets. No one. People normally know not to mess with Ro when she's sleeping. She's like, where's my hat? Oh, somebody asking to get taken out.
But are there cheeseburgers involved?
Oh, God.
Where are you, Ro? Where do you wake up?
She just straight up on the streets. Like, on, like, probably the corners. People just know better not to mess with her. She probably would lay down with the hat on top of her head. Just.
Are you in a trough?
I mean, no. I like if it's a feeding trough, probably. That seems like a nice little place to. If it's a water trough, someone would probably have woken her up a long time ago. So she's continuously. She's like, okay, well. She has been in this state multiple times. The pain is like numb to her. So she like fixed her hair a bit. She's like, oh God, I think I got a kernel up in here. Well, for all good answers, you go to the bartender for clean. So she goes. That's her. She's gonna fix her jacket. She's like, it wouldn't be the first time I dropped in on him. That's exactly where she's going. And while she's doing it, she's like this. People will be like, "Bro, you looking like shit." And she's like, "Yeah, well, just like your mama." She's like, "Have you seen the bar?" Okay, what's his name? What's his real name?
Well, no one asked. He's just a piece of meat to you at the moment. But we can give him the name Terrence.
Okay, Terrence, because he knows me. I should know his name. So I turn around, and I'm like, has anyone seen Terrence? And don't be giving me no lies, okay? Last time he gave me lies.
And people will say, he's where he always is, bro. He's up in the saloon, staying above the bar. Where else he gonna be at this time of the day?
What time is it?
It's like 7 a.m.
Oh, God, I could have slept in a couple more hours. Oh, God, someone stole my hat. So I woke up a little early because this problem. Anyways, I'm gonna pay him a little visit so I can reacquire my wonderful hat.
And does Ro remember anything of last night?
She remembers the tidbits. It'd be like if someone like took a picture like every 10 minutes. Like so she remembers someone getting up with guns and she's thinking to herself, oh, we had a shootout last night. And then she remembers getting another, like she remembers still drinking afterwards. Like, well, obviously I didn't die. But I didn't die when I woke up, so. And then she remembers crawling into the trough, the feeding trough, with the little kernels, and she remembers putting her hat above her face when she was falling asleep. That's all she remembers.
Please tell me we're getting these pictures in sepia tones.
Basically. Yep, exactly.
And so, Trinity, important question. Where did you wake up? Muted.
I sat on the floor of the bar.
On the floor of the bar.
I'm just dead at the bar. Like I passed out, face down, face plant into the bar.
Then I think we will follow Ro as Ro recovers from the morning. Ro, as you walk towards the saloon, you can see the stable and you can see a horse over there wearing your hat.
Oh, it's a dark day when a horse is wearing a lady's hat. And she looks over and she pats it, you know, like you'd pat like a human's face. And she's like, sweetheart, I know it wasn't you that took this. And she reaches over, she's like, but next time, maybe maybe you pay attention to what your master's doing. Oh God. And she looks at the horse, she's like, you don't know this, but I'm gonna need Mother Nature's secret cure for what my head is hurting right now. She leans in, it's another drink.
The horse looked really nervous for a moment, wondering what you were insinuating. It doesn't understand common, but it knew you were whispering, and it wasn't sure. Aiden, you will see and hear all of this.
So I'm going to as I'm descending, I just sort of descend and I hold up a whiskey flask. I says, here you go.
Well, if it isn't the God's answering a prayer, is that all mine?
I reckon so. I did wonder whose that was, I say, pointing to the hat, and I sort of...
you know how it got there?
I'm not completely sure. That part appears to have been removed from my memory. Also, he says, pulling a lace handkerchief out of his vest, is this yours?
Oh no, she reaches in her back pocket. Wait. No, mine looks like this.
All right.
I don't know how it got so stained, but as time goes on, why would you buy a new one? It's just a waste of money.
I apparently had a better time than I remember last night.
Wow.
These things, I should probably be eager to return this to whatever lady dropped it in my pocket.
Did you take her to the stables?
I didn't see anyone else up there, but there was rather a lot of hay. I should probably check.
As if on cue, you hear a snore and a sound of someone rolling upstairs in the hayloft.
Apparently, I believe we may have discovered a clue as to this thing's owner, and I'm going to climb back up.
I put a hand on his shoulder, like, wait. I'm gonna give you a little tip because you gave me a little bit of honest liquor. If you go up there, that could change your world right now. You don't know what you were laying down beside last night, and sometimes it's better not to know. But trust me.
So he sort of stops, and he's like, then he creeps back down.
Maybe just leave the handkerchief on the first. That way she's got it, and then just make your exit. Women always like their mystery men anyway, so if she's good looking, you probably run into her again afterwards.
You are wise in these ways, and I say, and I do as I hang the handkerchief over the rung of the ladder. I just sort of creep back down.
Take a little drink of the alcohol. She's like, now I'm gonna go find the bartender because I need to find out who decided to be sticky with my hat.
I suspect that. Well, you see that I was with Zed last night, one of the other gentlemen at the table.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was either him or me. I'm not completely sure.
It's 7 o'clock in the morning. It's earlier than roosters open up their eyes.
I seem to remember some, it getting started. There being folks kicking up a lot of dirt, and I thought it would be a damn shame if that hat got further damaged, and I can't remember which one of us picked it up.
Well, all that tells me is there is. She looks at her gun. She's like, 2 bullets with some people's names on it. She's like, and I don't want it to be yours. So you should make some memories a little clearer. Or I need to go see the bartender because he knows he sees a lot of things a lot. Oh God. And she takes another drink. She's like, nothing's worse than waking up with a, well, you know.
Well, somewhat, yes. we sort of go into a trance, really. But it's anything before that, it's going to be anybody's game. I do. If it was me, I do apologize, as I had not intended to necessarily deprive you of your morning beauty sleep, but unfortunately, sometimes needs must is the alcoholic demon's drive. And it was perfectly safe atop the head of dear Beulah here.
A horse is keeping my hat safe. What's wrong with you? I guess it's
A great
better
many
to
things.
up
in
with
fact.
God knows what's up there. We need to leave before that thing
That's
wakes up.
probably- Yeah, you're right.
So she's like, she rushes towards the down to the where the bar is. She's like, we're gonna wake up your mistress or Mister who knows what's up there. Let's go.
Could be the one, really, to tell you the truth.
Could be the one.
Before we
But you'll
get
find
there,
out.
why don't we pan back across to Jin? Jin, as you are putting on your clothes ready to go for this walk of pride, you realise that your blouse, all of the buttons are broken.
Oh.
I didn't take mending as a cantrip. Shoot. It's fine.
Bad choices were made.
Bad choices were made when I took my cantrips. It's fine. We'll just do a very quick prestidigitation, clean up things, and like half tie up a couple of buttons, and like it's fine.
Yep. And as you come down the stairs, you'll see Trinity in the main area, just laying face down on the floor. Be coming round.
Before I come downstairs, I did know his name. I didn't know it. Terrence is still sleeping, yeah?
Oh yeah, he's still sleeping with a smile on his face.
Aww. Can I leave him a little note?
Aww.
Oh, of course you can.
Just like a general thanks. It was nice. Hope to see you around. You know.
That's awfully nice of you.
That's beyond cute, to be honest. Yeah, you can certainly leave that note. Where'd you leave it?
I guess if there's a bedside table on his side of the bed, like just put it there.
Yeah, sure. And as you put it on the bedside table, you realize that one of his shirts is on that table.
You should have like slipped a silver in there.
Oh
No! Does the shirt have a front pocket? I'll slip it in the front pocket then.
It does. It also has all its buttons.
Well, I'm not gonna steal his. Maybe I'll take like a couple buttons and just take them out and like.
How the hell are you gonna?
Just a couple.
Are you gonna take them out? You're gonna stitch them right there?
Are you gonna try and stitch? Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know,
Just
no.
take the shirt.
Fine.
That's like a whole new meaning of waking up and seeing like
Fine.
a thief. It's like someone stitch. Where'd you get those
God,
buttons?
that'd give you a jump, wouldn't it? A nice little one night. Oh my god, they're sewing for me.
Yeah.
I'll just take the shirt. I'll take the entire shirt
Yeah, you can take it.
and leave the note not in the pocket. Sorry. Real life
P.S.
Jack is
sorry
not
about
as
the shirt.
smooth. Yeah, I'm a P.S. Sorry. Real life Mac is not as smooth as fake Mac.
It's fine. You can take his shirt, and it's a loose fit, but you can come downstairs in this loose fit shirt, leaving Terrence sleeping with a smile on his face, tastefully covered by sheet, which you could have also taken as an option.
Can we
And a note.
secretly know what the note is? Not in character, but out of character. When you write him.
It's- Dear Terrence, thanks for a sweet night.
I took your shirt.
Yeah. Must have had a lot of fun. You did my blouse a good one over. Had to steal yours.
Have a good day.
We'll happily give it back if you want to meet up again.
And she's an
Sincerely,
honest thief.
Jin.
She's an honest thief. I have to respect that.
Perfect. So
He tries to be a good person.
Trinity, as you're waking up and getting your bearings, you can see Jin coming downstairs from the night before.
In Terrence's shirt.
In Terrence's shirt.
Oh.
I sit up, take a deep breath, cough really hard, start patting my coat, and I just kind of grumble because I was looking for a cigarette and obviously I don't have any on me, and I just and I'm like, hi, as I look up at Jen.
Howdy.
Do you remember anything that happened last night?
About what happened? Are you talking about what happened with you? Or what happened at a point upstairs?
What happened upstairs?
That is nothing you need to be concerned about.
Okay.
I'll keep walking. With pride and confidence.
I stand up. I'm like, wait, where are you going? I'm trying to figure out what happened last night. I don't remember anything.
My guess is you got blackout drunk.
Well,
And then
that's
you
just a
passed
normal Friday night for me, but this is Tuesday.
Well, you got drunk on a Tuesday.
I don't get drunk on Tuesdays, only Fridays.
Well, then you made a very bad decision, and/or you couldn't keep track of time. You got all your belongings on you? Did anyone steal anything? You good?
My cigarettes are missing. Where are my cigarettes?
Did you smoke them?
No, I don't remember smoking them.
You also don't remember anything that happened last night. So
No, I don't. I remember buying everyone around at the bar and then nothing.
Around this point, I think we can have Ro and Aiden come in.
Who is drinking off what she's already gotten from Aiden. And she's like, hey, Terrence! She walks in, Terrence!
He's
Yeah.
sleeping. He's sleeping. He's sleeping. Let him sleep.
Morning, folks. Ah, yes. Well, we got to find out whether or not Miss Rowe needs to shoot me or not.
I would
Sad
go need
day.
to shoot you.
It's a sad day.
There is a 50% chance that I might have absconded with her chapeau last night.
I have
What's
no
a
idea
chapeau?
what his- right? What he's saying with his fancy words. But this was found on a horse last night. That's right. I said horse. And
Did you put it on said horse?
no,
Are you
I
sure?
never ever put my hat on a horse. This hat is a very important thing to me. Where's Terrence? Terrence!
Hey, he's sleeping. Let him sleep.
You already said that. That doesn't. Why do you think I'm yelling? You think I'm yelling because I know he's awake? Terrence!
And from the top
I'm
of
just
the stair,
covering my ears at this point, going, "Stop yelling! I have a headache."
from the top of the stairs, you hear, "Damn it, Ro! I'm having a nice dream. Can you just go away for one day?"
No! Someone stole my hat and you were party to them in doing so. You come down here right now. I don't care if you in your kivvies. You come down here right now and you tell me who did it.
And Terrence starts coming down the stairs. He's found the time to put on some pants and some boots, but still abs are for all the world to see. As he comes down the stairs, and he's like, he sees Jin and smiles and goes, "Wasn't a dream." Now look here, Ro. Last night was amazing. Why don't we do stuff like that every night rather than starting fights?
I know, it was kind of boring now that I think about it.
You were having the best time. Me and Jin, we were able to have a nice conversation at the bar. Everyone, like you there, Mr. Aiden, I owe you a personal thank you. Like you managed to diffuse some sort of situation, and before you know it, everyone in the bar's drinking. Rose letting everyone wear her hat. Everything's going crazy. It's been fantastic.
Are you out of your mind?
Just sort of glance over. I fear, Miss Rowe, the list of suspects is increasing.
There is only there is only 10 bullets in my gun right now, and I do not have enough to take this whole bar down. Okay, so you need to start giving me a name. A name?
What do you mean, Ro? After we started buying everyone drinks, everyone started buying you drinks, even though you weren't part of the poker table, and you started letting people wear your hat for drinks.
You know what? That's possible. Why did I had it when I was going to bed though? What happened then? Oh, you was too busy with your friend?
Well, yes I was, as a matter of fact, and that's none of your business.
I never said it was. I'm just saying, like, I need to know. Everyone knows the bartenders know too much in the town.
Are you drunk again?
She hides a bottle behind her back. That's none of your goddamn business.
That was perfect timing.
At this moment, the saloon doors swing open, and another halfling enters the room. A halfling wearing a finely tailored jacket, with lace along the lapels and at the cuffs. He walks in and says, "Hello, y'all. I've heard."
You know where my hat is?
Excuse me. I'm. Yep. Don't worry. It's just the mayor. Hello, everyone.
Mr. Mayor.
He's wearing the chain of office around his neck. And he walks up and he's like, "All right, now listen. We've got real problems in this town, and we need people to go and sort it out. Gunmen, you all wear guns?"
Indeed, I do, sir. And I point to my hand. It's a bad idea.
I don't got guns, but I got these. I hold up about 4 bombs. They're not big bombs, they're grenade bombs.
That's still a lot of bombs.
No, it's not.
That seems a little bit overkill, but still, never mind.
Not all of them hurt. Some of them are good and heal you.
I just sort of look down at my body, which has concealed weapons on it, but nothing visible, and it's sort of like I shrug.
Well,
Bro is absolutely.
well, listen. I need y'all to head over to the next town. We got real problems going on over there. It
Why
seems
are you worried about the next town?
because
You the mayor.
we're next in line. There's a gang out there who are taking out all the officials, taking out the sheriff. The sheriff went out there. He ain't come back for 5 days. I think he ain't coming back.
Pardon me for asking, sir. Name of the gang. You happen to hear it?
Not yet.
Wait.
Not yet,
Send our
gang.
sheriff? You send our sheriff to the neighboring town?
Well, we're real close. We share a ranch. You know, the sheriff does both towns.
Oh. Well, that was a mistake. We should hire someone else. Obviously, he ain't coming back.
That's why I'm here to hire you.
Who? He's talking to you.
All of y'all.
What?
I'm really
How
happy with
much
that
are we
use of
talking here? The sound of money has corked my interest.
I'll give you 50 up front and then 20 for every piece you bring back.
Piece of what?
Piece.
Oh, gun. Okay, got it.
Oh,
I'm not fluent in gunology.
I'll tell you what. You can, in my case, you could keep your money if you'd be willing to pay my tab here.
He looks at Terrence, and Terrence just goes.
Aw, he's cute.
I think that should be a persuasion roll.
You can try and persuade, though. Yeah, Terrence is insinuating that this would not be a good idea.
Let's try persuasion.
A 19's pretty good. A 19's pretty good. And he's like, well, I'll sure consider it. I mean, I'll speak to Mr. Terrence whilst you're gone and see exactly how much it costs. We can at least settle partial of it.
I can just imagine
Much
Terrence
obliged.
wincing.
Yeah, we can get some settlement on that. I would be much obliged, sir.
Well, sure thing.
I say, flashing back to the many, many rounds of drinks I had bought people previously.
How much are we talking about for heads?
Heads. Well, no, we
The
don't.
heads of the gang members.
We don't pay for heads. What if they're not humanoid?
Well,
What
then
if they
I
got
can
6 heads? I can't give you I can't give you 120 gold for taking out one person.
It's only fair if they got 6 heads and they obviously have. Hold on. There's like mind timing. So 6 heads, 2 eyes. So it's
I mean-
6 times 2. They got
12 eyes.
12 eyes
Carry the one.
per
Yeah.
person. You're talking about, like, unless they got like 1 eye, let's say that they've been in a lot of fights, so they probably have 3 eyes that probably aren't so great. So
Well-
they probably have at least 9 eyes that are pretty good. And you're asking us to go against one person that has 9 eyes? Let's be serious. We should at least get like 4% times 2.
Look, I'll pay you 20 gold per piece. That means you don't have to kill people. You can just bring me back their guns.
No, I get keep the guns. What happens if they're nice guns?
He just stopped at that.
Um,
I
What
still
if we-
haven't found out who took my hat.
The gang members took your hat. Now let's go kill them.
Okay, that's some serious business. I do this as a pro bono. Ain't no one touched Rose hat and survives.
Sounds like something a gang member would do.
Yeah, definitely.
uh,
The dirty gang of hat stealers that puts them on horses.
Filthy people. And their pleasant pranks.
Most unpleasant.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So that we have to just wait till they get here, right? So we have time. She sits down at the bar.
Uh,
We have time. Why don't you do your job, Terrence? Why aren't you behind the bar?
He's like, God damn it, Ro. No, he's asking you to go to the next town.
What? Last person died. Who went to the next town?
Exactly.
Oh. So we're supposed to walk.
Rose, I'll cut you a deal. If you come kill these, or you come help take care of these gang members, as it were, I will buy you a bottle of the finest liquor in the bar.
Have you ever heard of the story of the hunter that hunted the Look, it's not smart to be walking in on someone who knows you're coming. They're gonna have things for you. Obviously, the sheriff wasn't smart enough to know that. So if we going in, we need a distraction. She glances over at the newbie and then looks back at Terrence and says, "You got the best types of distractions, don't you?"
But then I come up with, that's why I got these, and I pull out more bombs. Different types of bombs. These ones look different. These ones actually would probably go off like fireworks.
Oh. Where do you keep them?
In a special pocket.
Seems legit.
Whatever you say. If we got the distraction, then I got the punishment right here. Don't look at me like that, Terrence.
Do you decide to
Well-
go as a team?
I'm going.
I'm going.
Go.
Yeah, going.
Got bombs. I'm going.
Okay, well, as you
I'm telling you, pictures. She remembers pictures, so she doesn't remember having bombs.
as you get out and head out over the desert, suddenly you're reminded of that strange dream from before the night. It was almost like you were just daydreaming while you were wherever you were. as the sand blows across the desert, across this tundra ahead of you. It's not familiar enough for you to get deja vu, but very reminiscent. As you cross the tundra on horseback or walking, whichever you prefer, you can see
I want
ahead.
to ride a pony.
Of course. You can see ahead the town. No hustle and bustle for the middle of a day like a normal town. It hangs like an empty coffin, almost waiting for people to fill it up. But at the moment, nothing.
So it's a ghost town. Potentially.
Going first.
Is that movement you see?
Hmm.
How would you check that?
Perception.
Can I cast dancing lights and send the 4 blobs like right inside?
Of course
See
you
if it
can,
attracts any.
but it may give away your position.
Sesame signal. Okay. Well, we'll see. I thought it was in a dust storm for some reason.
I was like, why are you putting lights in it? It's 7 o'clock.
I
Is it
thought
8
it was
o'clock
a
now?
dust storm. I was mistaken. I made a mistake.
It's
Okay,
just
so
a
wait, is it?
gentle
But is it
breeze.
10 o'clock now?
It's coming up for midday-ish. I mean, you haven't exactly got a timepiece on you or a clock tower, but sun seems awful high.
It's getting hot.
Let's see. Trinity, you see a couple of men somewhere on the high street. It would look like they're smoking.
There's some fellas down there on the road.
Hmm.
Shall we go investigate
What they're doing?
the smoking?
Why do we have to talk to them if they're smoking?
Oh,
Do you need
If-
a stick? Do you need a puff? Is that
yes,
what-
please.
Let's
withdraw.
go see. Let's go if we can. And she kind of twirls her guns a little bit. Let's see if we can talk our new friends into giving our friend a friendly offering. Spins a couple. She's like, I'm bored. Leave me alone. Let's go.
And see why not.
Jen, are you okay with this?
Yeah. I'll let you guys lead. I'll take the back, make sure no one sneaks up.
Okay,
That's
sounds
what they
good.
say for cowards.
As the wind
Then call
picks
me a
up,
coward.
as the wind picks up one more time, it picks up the flag standing over the main building of this small establishment. It's not a frontier flag anymore. Someone's taken it down and replaced it. A hollow
What's
skull.
on the flat?
A hollow skull sits on a field of black.
Do I
Pirates
recognize-
in the desert?
Desert pirates,
Pirates.
worst kind.
The worst kind of pirate, a desert pirate.
Do I recognize that?
Pirates?
Make me a history check.
Pirates of the Serengeti.
Quickly remind me, Jin, when we talked about your backstory, did we do that in DM on Twitter or Discord?
It was a Google Doc I sent you, and then we talked about it a little.
Awesome, thank you.
The gang in my backstory was the Snake Eyes, but it's 23. I'm playing a smart character.
I know. Jesus.
On 23, when you were with that gang, or at least when you were trying to find out more information about them, there was talk of another gang. A gang who dealt with ghouls and spirits. A gang who would raise the dead and make them dance, just to put them down again.
Rude!
Do I remember their name?
No.
Alright. I'll keep that in mind, and but there's 3 of them are leading. I'm like in the back. And just keeping an eye out for any spirits or ghosties.
Do you show any form of hesitation
What?
as we approach the flag?
I cannot. As I approach the tag, Jin probably stops looks at it, and there's like a brief flash of recognition, and then her like hand just kind of hits bad news, and just kind of takes a deep breath and keeps walking.
Do I notice this?
I don't know. Should I roll for that?
Would I insight?
Yeah, give us an insight versus a
Performance, deception.
performance or deception. Yeah, if you're trying to keep it hidden.
I'm better at deception.
But not that good. You
Nope,
notice it,
not that
Trinity.
great.
You notice it. You notice the hesitation.
I turn around on my little pony, because I want a pony. I ask, Jen, are you okay? You seem kind of stressed out here.
I'm fine.
You don't look fine.
I'm fine, and I'll be more fine when we get this over with. And as I say that, just gonna press the digitation, a little bit of black smoke just starts going up from bad news.
What's going on with your
Not bad
gun?
idea. Bad news is a different gun.
Bad news is a different gun. I love it.
It's just because she's scared, okay? She's a little bit terrified. It's okay. What's her name again?
She got scared when she saw the flag. I want to know what's up with the flag. It obviously startled her.
It's got a skull on it. Do you think that people normally get excited when they see a dead?
So, as
Thing?
you are entering the town, you got pretty close enough to see the flag, and you start shouting at each other. The guards stop smoking and start heading your way.
God damn
Oh,
it.
that'll make things easier.
You can see skulls on there. One's wearing a leather vest with a skull on the breast. Another one is wearing a hat with bones all around the inlay. And the last one is he's bare-chested, nowhere near as good-looking as Terrence. His form is a bit more slouched. And it looks like he's been branded with a large skull all the way down his front. They're sort of heading your way.
Are they still smoking?
They're sort of walking this way, hearing a noise.
Shoot.
If
Wait.
you've got time to try and hide or anything if you want to.
Where are we gonna hide?
I'm
You
in the
can hide
back.
in a building.
I'd like to hide. Bye.
Oh, so we're actually in the town now. I thought we were
Yeah.
just outside the town.
You're just outside
We
the
were
town.
walking in.
Yeah,
Me
so
and you
we're- yeah,
arguing, walking into town triggered them.
Okay, so we're just in town.
Does it look as though they seem to be heading our way? So it seems that they've got some indication that they've kind of seen or heard us at least.
But do they seem hostile?
Yes, they have skulls on them.
Look here. Just because they like the dead doesn't mean that they bad people sometimes.
I'm hiding. Bye, y'all.
I have I
Coward,
have an idea.
hillbilly.
I'm listening.
Should we affect to be seeking work with these gentlemen, and perhaps they'll show us more of their lair?
Be
You
sneaky.
asking to double down? That's a smart idea. We get
Are we
money
gonna
for
be
them, and
Well-
we're gonna get money from the mayor.
All right,
That's a
y'all, wrap
great
it up.
idea.
Wrap it up.
Almost that kind. Well,
Nope, let's go.
more to
Hey, we're looking for some cash. you got some hiring purposes?
I'm literally, my character at this point is just literally face palming.
Jin, if
Going,
you would like to
"Oh,
hide, make
I
me a
would
stealth
really
roll.
I would like to have tried to hide at some point. Where? Oh, there it is.
Jin's gone.
Bye.
As you look around, you cannot
Just
see
poof.
Jin anywhere. You hear a rifle shot, bolt action. Who goes there?
Wait,
It's our town.
Well, I mean, I never said it wasn't.
Afternoon, gentlemen. We're just inquiring after seeing if you fellas are recruiting.
Recruiting?
Hiring. You want to make the gang bigger?
Whoa, I don't want to. I ain't looking for any commitment. Okay, so I'm looking for some quick jobs that get the money rolling in.
What are your qualifications?
Do you know who I am?
No, I do not.
Are you blind?
No, I am not.
I literally just, I was thinking with bombs. I just hold them up and go, I got these.
Bombs, eh? How about you? This one's got a mouth, this one's got bombs. What you got?
Oh, I got a few things, and I'm going to try to do a trick where I get my where I'm just sort of extending my hand, and then I'm going to try to sleight of hand to get the my gun to appear in it.
Roll me that sleight of hand. Let's see how good this is. Or performance. You have the choice.
Ooh, I'm going to go sleight of hand on this one, if I may. 24.
Describe it for us. How does it look?
So it's one of those things where it's like he's just sort of moving forward, and is just sort of like extending his hand forward. It's like, say, well, I've always got rather few tricks up my sleeve, and I drop my hand down, and for just a split second, my gun comes out of my sleeve. I catch it, and I pull it up, and I hold it, and then.
All right. Yeah. No, I like that. All right. Maybe we can take you on for some kind of work. You better come see the boss.
Well, how much?
I don't talk rates. You need to see the boss. You came to me, not all the way around.
No. Let's be this clear. Okay. I ain't the educated type, but I'm pretty sure you ran towards us. Okay. So, I understand that might be confusing for your type of intellectuals, but that definitely was you moving towards us. So
Pulls the bolt action.
Take us to your people.
I understand you got a mouth, all right, but I will not hesitate to shoot you.
Oh, if you want to fight, she spins her guns a little bit. She's like, I've been waiting all day.
As you start spinning your guns, the other two also stray their hands towards their holsters.
Well, mayhap we should go and see your boss before all this talent on display is wasted. Seems we got something going here.
Make me a persuasion check.
My gun's disappearing again. All right, there we go. I would like to use that reroll that I got earlier from
You
Katie.
totally can.
Not much better, but at least it's not a natural one.
It's better than that one. You sort of squint for a long moment.
I ask you again, do you have vision problems? Do you have hearing problems?
Puts the bolt back on his gun. He's like, follow me. I swear to God, though, if someone's gonna put a bullet in you today.
It's gonna be me.
If you do, just don't take out a hat. That's the important thing.
Yeah, don't wear her hat.
And they take you back towards the main building where the
Unless you buy me a
skull
drink.
is. Jin!
I was really concerned about Jen, and I couldn't get a word in edgewise. I kind of wanted to hang around to make sure she was okay.
Oh, I'm following y'all. I'm just staying in the shadows.
So you're Ninja Jen.
Yeah, I'm ninja. But as you're walking, there were how many of them? Were there 3? I'd like to focus on the one who has the brand on his chest and using message very quietly try and mimic the whispers that I hear and just say, best be careful. Or else you might find yourself at the tail end of a very bad idea.
Say, Billy. I just got a visiting. What you talking about? I just got a visiting. One of the spirits tried to talk to me. I never had it happen before, but I'm sure you need to see the boss too then, don't you? It seems awful convenient. We all need to go see the boss. Come on.
Can I target Billy?
Yeah, you can target Billy as well. Billy's the one in the hat, does all the talking.
Does all the talking? I'm gonna do the same thing, cast message, and say, we ain't pleased. And that's it.
Unlike his friend, Billy keeps it to himself. There's a slight hesitation, which only Jin would realize is because of her. I think anyone else would just think he's thinking about what his friend had just said to him. But he takes you. He carries on and takes you into the main building. Inside, you meet a tall, a Minotaur. A Minotaur wearing a large hat, a leather vest, with revolvers on each hip.
Does he have like the chap things? I need to know. I need to know.
Yeah, sure.
Do you mean buttless chaps?
They won't be butlers, but you can wear chaps. And as they enter the building, you can see he's chewing, much like a Minotaur is wont to do. You know, they've got a couple of stomachs. Chewing. You can see the spittoon over to the side, with spit all around it. On this occasion, he spits. You hear that ring as it goes in.
Bruce, that is not something you do in the house.
Shut up. Who are these
That's
people,
rude.
Billy?
That is not how you treat your guests.
He draws his guns. Billy, I've got a mind to put bullets in these people. Who are they?
I'm slowly stepping to the left, away from her.
Where are you going?
I'm not getting shot.
You ain't gonna get shot if you shoot first.
Seems to me like you came here for a fight.
Oh,
No.
oh, so they're just a bit
fight.
rowdy. I'm afraid that that may be the case, but that is a thing that certainly can be used to your advantage, sir. We understand you are the baddest outfit in these parts, and we are interested in getting a piece of that if we can.
All right, you. He points to Aiden. You come with me.
All right.
The other two of you wait outside with the boys. Keep an eye out. Anyone comes, this time, shoot first, ask questions later. I don't like unexpected visitors.
Well, that's rude.
I find you mighty rude.
It's a talent that I have.
I don't appreciate you laughing.
I
Yeah.
just sigh and shake my head and start to walk towards the door. I'm not even dealing with her right now.
I pass. I look. I pull up my little bottle that I was given by Aiden. I'm like, well, if we gotta wait, might as well pass the time.
Can you be a little bit more polite to people?
They pulled their guns on me. What are you talking about?
I assure you.
Do
she
you
will.
want your bottle of liquor? Behave.
Oh, that's right. You're gonna buy me a bottle of liquor. That's right. I remember that now. Sure, I guess. What?
Then hold your damn tongue for 5 seconds.
That seems quite problematic. How am I supposed to talk with my
That's
my
the
tongue?
point. You can't talk if you're holding your tongue.
Ugh, you're so needy.
We'll follow Aiden into...
Just like, I'm just getting more and more frustrated.
We'll follow Aiden into this Minotaur's, what's set up as his room. He's taken the governor's office for himself. The governor's office was actually long abandoned. You would know if he'd been in the town for any time because the mayor covers both towns. But he's found a bottle of whiskey in there, and he starts pouring out a couple of glasses and passes you one.
Yeah. Much obliged.
You're smarter than the others.
Well, I like to think that I'm just one who knows a good opportunity when he sees one.
As I like that. Opportunists. Opportunists and privateers. Now, do you know much about the what we do, what the gang does? Are you just signing up for work, or have you heard the rumors?
Well, we have heard that there have been just towns just fallen to you, and that's sounds very intriguing. Sounds like you got at very least a lot of power, and the notion of that always excites me.
And Jin will say with your stealth that you can be under the window listening to this conversation.
I wanted to ask if I could be under the window.
Mm-hmm. Well, listen, we ain't like any normal gang. There's a reason that we never lose. And, well, you have to make certain sacrifices.
Oh, yes.
I'm afraid
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
this won't ever quite taste the same. He pulls back his jerkin, and below you can see several bullet holes where his heart is that have been healed up. They're scarred over. I ain't exactly dead, but I ain't exactly alive either, if you catch my drift. Now, our leader has gone, headed west, see some issues, but he can convert you just the same if you wish.
That is intriguing. That's a big step, of course, but I presume this is this a requirement of all your gang members?
It's just an option.
It's an option.
But if you want to, usually people want to join to bring back family members or, you know, loved ones, right wrongs. Bring back, someone even wants to bring back their enemies just so they could kill them again. That's where half the rumors come from.
Well, I don't ever want to get in contact with any members of my family again. I can assure you.
He laughs with you. Like, I know that feeling. Me neither.
And while this is going on, if I have approximately an idea of where, I know that I have no idea where Jin is, but if I can remember roughly where in the other room Trinity was standing, is a little bit of a risk. But I'm going to kind of, while I'm doing this, I'm sort of gesturing while I'm talking, and I'm going to kind of point, like with my cane a little bit, in the direction that I remember Trinity being. And I'm going to try to use my ability to send a message.
I would ask for a sleight of hand, just for the semantic components, just to see if...
I shall do this thing. Or attempt to.
Oh yeah. It's imperceptible. Imperceptible.
Excellent.
The way you twitch your...
Excellent. And let's see, the message is... so Trinity, you're going to hear my voice in your head. And it's...
I hear voices in my head.
And as we go back outside where Trinity is receiving this message, I imagine the argument with Ro is still going full tilt. So you'll probably have lots of frustrated thoughts coming straight back at you, Aiden, about Ro. Am I right? Am I right?
I know.
Actually,
She gave me her flask. So it was like you know how to talk.
You know how you give a baby a pacifier when they're crying and screaming? That's basically what I did to her, but with a flask of some kind of alcohol. I don't know what was in there. I'll just take a random alcohol.
She was like, I thought you were a problem. Obviously, you a problem solver. I tip my hat to you. And she just calmly sits there and just continues to drink.
They ain't all live entirely. If it comes to fighting, you're gonna want to take aim for the head, probably.
I'm just sitting there like, Jesus.
Wait, do I hear that? Do I hear her say
No,
that?
because it's a message straight to me.
I know, but did you say it out loud? That's what I'm saying. Did I hear you say Jesus?
Yeah.
Who's Jesus?
I'm just enjoying the flash that I was given, and I look over. I'm like, I didn't peg you for the ritual type, religious type, that type. You know,
I can't even remember what he said to me because I was laughing too hard.
Are you praying right now?
You need exist in this universe.
Do you need one of them boxes? It looks kind of like an outhouse, but it's like a different concept. People go in there to forget themselves or forgive themselves.
I'm not Catholic. No, I heard
I didn't ask if you were catkin. I said you need a box.
Not catkin, Catholic. Drink your bottle.
Could you repeat the message, Aiden?
Yeah, can you repeat? Because I can't remember.
Repeat the message, okay? The message was,
I can
they ain't
remember
all entirely alive.
head.
Yeah, they aren't all entirely alive, but it comes to fighting, aim for the head.
I find it especially funny you're telling the person with non-aimable bombs.
Well,
to
it
aim
was
for
either that or
Well, I have a
There's
crossbow.
no way I'm going to spring that on Rue.
She's gonna be like,
Now listen, Aiden. I know you ain't gonna be accepted until you've proved yourselves anyway. We pay even for initiation missions. As it happens, there's a train running on the West Line. It's got an awful lot of magical components on that train, and we could quite use those. Especially some of the diamonds and rubies. We use them for some of the more, well, you don't need to worry too much about that. But, look, we didn't have enough people to go raid it.
No, perhaps not you.
Seems mighty fortunate that you and your friends would show up right about now. So look,
that is.
Head west. There's a nice ridge. He pulls a map out from one of the drawers and puts some things on the table to weight it down. You'll notice that he doesn't use a knife to pin it down or something. He seems to appreciate the good craftsmanship of a good map. And he
respectable.
Takes his finger and says, "There's a ridge here that sits right above the train. If you leave in the next hour or so, you can get up there and have a good setup for an ambush. Maybe even jump the train while it's moving. There's a post pickup right there, so it'll be going reasonably slow."
I see. And so we all to be heading out to do this?
Your
So
crew?
that,
I can't
now that
afford
we've
to
got-
spare anyone at the moment.
I see what you're saying.
Come back with them components. We'll give you 500 gold apiece. And you'll secure yourself a place in this unholy alliance, as it were.
Well, sounds like we've got ourselves an interesting task ahead.
Jin,
Mm-hmm.
the whispers start picking up.
Oh no! Not the whispers.
Kill them. Kill them all. Don't let anyone live. The whole town. Burn it. Burn it to the ground. Kill them.
I kinda need them. I kinda need. There's like 3 people in there who I need alive right now.
No, kill them.
No, I need. I can kill more
Your
people in there.
gun starts to smoke a lot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Give in. Kill them.
Wait. Do I need to roll against something?
No. Never will I ever make something from your background force your hand or take away your free will. You always have free reign to do whatever you feel your character would do at any moment.
Jin's gonna try and resist real hard. No one can see this, but her eyes just get wide, and she just like presses herself further underneath the windowsill and just waits to see what's gonna happen.
Well, Aiden, what do you say?
Ah, well then. See, now would be an excellent time to, if I had some idea of where, whether to try to continue pretending to take this deal, or if we want to ambush them now or not.
I would like to send a message to, if I can pop over and like see Aiden standing there, and I'd like to just like send him a quick message of, I'm under the windowsill.
I would like a stealth attempt
Fuck.
to
Sorry.
enter view.
Wait, no, I'm nervous and I'm forgetting where all my stuff is.
And don't be too nervous, it's a fairly low DC. You'd have to roll real bad. Oh yeah, no.
Yeah,
you're okay.
roll real bad.
You can poke your head up, you can see Aiden. Aiden won't even notice you on a 19, I don't think.
Probably not. Yeah, my passive is nowhere near there.
Yeah.
I'm under the windowsill.
And so my response that I can...
For message, you have to speak the response. You have to whisper verbally.
Let me see here. Ooh. The target, here's the message, and can reply in a whisper that only you can hear.
Oh, okay, cool. Never mind.
I think I actually maybe was supposed to whisper my sending. I'm not sure.
It's fine. Whatever. It was cool.
Well,
I mean,
I'm gonna.
If we were playing,
I can
by
actually.
my,
I can incorporate it if you want me to.
If we were playing by my normal house rules, then using the message cantrip revolves the semantic components of this. But in this context, I'll let you do it stealthily.
So, I'm just sort of putting my hand to the side of my face, kind of like that. I'm like, and I just sort of, as I'm thinking, it's like, so do we take? No, they want us for a job. Do we take him now, or do we keep pretending to try to get in with their boss?
I'd rather not. I'd rather not work for the undead. But if y'all want money, I ain't one to protest.
Say the word, and we'll start shooting.
You feel safe taking him on?
I'm never safe.
Yo, fine. I'm giving into my gun, and I'm just popping out and just taking a shot.
Just before you do that, you hear the clock tower strike as the hammer hits the bell 12 times. It would seem it's high noon.
No!
No.
No!
And time for a showdown.
It's high noon.
It's high noon.
Well, now I know where you live. Okay, so, Jin, let's have a
Yes?
surprise attack from you, and then we will roll initiative for everyone else.
Alright. I am going to try... No, I'm not going to try. Oh, shoot. I don't have... Oh, God. I don't have the regular... I didn't put my regular gun in. I only have bursting shot, but we'll just remove the thunder damage because I'm not casting it, but it's the same attack roll.
Okay. A 15. Do you have sneak attack or anything that gives you advantage? You're
No.
flanking him. You're definitely flanking him. He's got his back to the
Okay.
window. I'm giving you advantage. A 16 just hits.
Okay. Damage. Okay. Ignore the thunder. It should be... It's 2d6, not plus 3. I don't know why it's doing that. I think it's just 7. Damage is weird. We'll figure it out. I think it's 7. Because you're not supposed to add your damage modifier to guns in the Weird West setting.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's just 2d6 plus... Yeah, just 2d6, so that's 7. No, changing that. There we go.
I'm missing one of my... Oh, no, I'm not. There it is. So all of you will hear this gunshot. Immediately, the three men outside, the three men outside with you and Trinity, Ro and Trinity, they go for their guns. They're holding... one of them is holding a revolver, the other one is holding a sawed-off shotgun. In fact, two of them are holding revolvers and one's holding a sawed-off shotgun. The gun shot that you fire, Jin, hits this Minotaur in the back. And he
I want
just...
to aim for the back of his head, specifically.
It will bury itself into his skull, but he just turns around and looks at you.
Is my gun still smoking?
Still smoking.
Hell yeah.
Let's roll some initiative, everyone.
Sweet. Initiative bonuses.
And I apologize that I had to get up and walk away. I just...
Oh, no problem. Why is my initiative the worst?
Because you went first. It's balancing out the universe for us.
Okay. This is some sweet music.
Combat music. Gotta get yourself some good combat music. Who are we waiting for?
Aiden. Oh, not Aiden.
Ro.
I'm trying to find out on my character sheet.
Should be right
It's
at the
the
top.
thing that says initiative.
Oh, it's. I'm trying to think. Of
I
it
realized
before
that's
it's,
super unhelpful.
Yeah, I was
I'm
like,
sorry.
I'm so used to you seeing a 3.5 sheet. I'm like, where is it? It's supposed to be on the very top.
Go
Where is
click on character sheet, middle
No,
column.
I'm already there. No, I'm right there. I found it when you said that. You're looking at the I was like, I figured it's gonna be on top, but where on top?
Okay.
I rolled the net 1.
Yes, you did.
Oh god, that's not good.
I'd like to know where all these 20s are coming from, and I hope they stay.
Just make yourself at home.
There's so many.
That one right there, that natural 20, or that 20, that initiative 20 needs to calm down.
That is
Okay,
the
I'll take-
Minotaur.
Oh. Well,
Who's the...
See here.
Rose still pulling snacky treats out of her bag and eating them.
Of course. So Aiden, you have the initiative. What would you
All
like
right.
to do?
I think that now I think is the time to kind of sort of pull back, see if I can flip the table so that it's between us, and draw on him and try to see if I can assist in the pain giving.
If you would like to gain cover, that will require an action.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go for the attack rather than do that yet, because this is like...
Remember, he did order people to go outside, so you could use cover from the doorway just by moving.
That's fair. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do that after I shoot. Then, if that's move first, then shoot. There we go. That'll work. Yay!
By all means.
Math. All right. So I do that, and my shootery is What am I actually? I guess it's up here. Does this? Does this also count for sneak attack?
He trusts you at the moment. So yes.
Excellent. So I guess I'll do the gun, then I'll do the sneak attack, I guess, here. All right. That is a 22, which hopefully if that hits, then that will do 6, and then we will attempt to roll the sneak attack, which apparently I'm pressing sneak attack and it's not doing anything, so I will roll the dice.
22 will hit, and that is 18 points of damage. Done a fair amount, and he turns shocked. You're not an assassin, are you?
No, I am not an assassin. I'm a gambler.
Of course.
But I will say, sorry, friend, I'm not inclined to work with the undead.
He just grimaces, and his hands fly down to his guns as he draws to shoot on you both. But before we see his turn, let's go to Trinity.
So I'm out in another room with
Yeah.
how many people?
You would have stepped out onto the porch with Ro and these 3 other gang members. They've given you some space, but when they hear the gunshot, they immediately draw their weapons.
Okay. I'm going to ready and throw. Give me just a moment here, because I have a list. I have a list of them that I can use, and it's very confusing. Where did it go? I just had it. I'm so sorry.
You're okay.
Good.
Welcome to the capital. Please take your seat.
Oh, Lord. Here we go. I'm going to throw one of my bombs, and it is a smoke bomb, so it does that. I'm sorry, it copied and pasted a bunch of stuff on there.
That's okay.
So it basically, I throw it up in the air, and I look at Ro, and I'm like, run!
10-foot window, yeah.
And I run. I take off towards Aiden.
Cool. Yeah, you cover the area in this fog, and these 2 people sort of like start coughing. Let me just put the I can just shout it out. I'll put a link in there as well. Most of our music is sourced from either Tabletop Audio or Incompetech. This one's from Incompetech. Ken MacLeod, El Magicia. Ken MacLeod, what a legend.
Bless him.
Bless his cottons. So you cover this area in smoke and start running towards Aiden. You can move towards Aiden and just about see him taking cover by the door.
I'm gonna hide behind it. Is there a table?
There can be. Yeah, there can be a table. You can use your action to create some cover in this larger room.
I'm gonna flip the table over and hide behind it.
Fantastic. So next is the Minotaur's turn. The Minotaur is going to turn first. You both have cover. Oh, I forgot he has probably doesn't matter. I forgot that he has an initiative or he has advantage on initiative attacks. But hey, we'll carry on without him. The Minotaur draws his guns and gets ready to start popping bullets all over the place as it makes 5 attacks on its turn.
Oh my god.
So the first 2 attacks remind me, does cover give me disadvantage or does it just increase your AC?
Increases AC. If it's half cover, I think it's +2, and 3/4 is +5, but I'll have to double check.
Yeah, we'll say if you're poking, we can have 3/4, so +5. So first attack at Aiden, not gonna hit. 24, does that hit you with a +5?
Me, yes.
That's 10 piercing damage.
Oh damn.
And 16, does that hit you with a +5 modifier?
With +5, no.
And the last two with his other hand aims towards Jin. 19?
19 plus. That's an exact match right now.
There's 6 piercing damage for you, and the last attack going your way is only a 10.
Nope. 6 piercing damage, 30. I can math. Okay. Ow.
So outside in the smoke, we have the Bandito and the Desperado trying to find their way around. First, the Bandito, he can't see, but he's going to aim for where he last saw Ro, despite coughing, and try and make an attack with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Does a 16 hit you, Ro?
Tie.
Disadvantage.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, so does a 16 hit you? Yes.
18 does.
So it was a 16 because of disadvantage. I forgot to put disadvantage in there. 7 damage for Ro as you hit, as his buckshot, his revolver just wings you.
I thought we were friends! I guess I'm gonna have to take out the trash.
The Desperado just tries to make his way out of the cloud. He's going to move around the building away from you. And he emerges from the cloud just along from the window, Jin. You see one of the man with the skull emblazoned on his chest appearing.
Gross. Is it my turn?
No, next is Ro.
Okay. So
So I need to. So the smoke is specifically around the people who had shot for a disadvantage, so I can't really see them, right? I can't see what I got hit from, basically.
Scrat, you're muted.
Yeah.
You can tell roughly where you got hit from. If you want to take a attack whilst you're blinded by the smoke, you can. Blinded attacks made at disadvantage.
I'm gonna take a shot. Here we go. Let's go. My thing restarted, so I'm gonna pull my character sheet again. Quick question, just for honest answer. I thought so. We were outside, and I know that she moved towards a table. Is there anything that I can see from the gas for a coverage?
If you wanted to leave the area of smoke, you can.
Okay.
But you won't be able to see until you leave the smoke-filled area.
Okay, so I'm definitely gonna try to get some clarity in my life because I'm gonna need some of that clarity. So I move towards until I get out. What do I see?
Well, if you so you're heading into the room, or
Well, I'm gonna move out because I'm gonna.
well, just down the street, or
No, just away from the gas. So if it's towards the building itself, I'm gonna assume that whatever she threw may catch fire or anything else. So we want to move away from the whole concept because I can't see how the building's doing right now. So I need to be able to move away from it to see.
yeah, sure. So you can appear down the street, looking back at this house. There's just smoke, and to the left you see the bare-chested person just appear as they are turning, and they're distracted by something around the corner of the building.
So there's someone without their shirt off just walking around.
Yeah, he's got the brand on his chest.
Is he? Well,
And a little bit of a beer gut. It's great.
Ro looks positively confused and questions the concept of this person. But I'm gonna try to shoot it where I got the. Because now that I've got some clarity, I'm still gonna shoot into the mist to try to get the person who shot me.
Sure, it would still be a disadvantage because you can't see
Yeah, no,
them.
you're good. You're good. Yeah, no, I figured. Where's my bab? I'm so sorry.
No, you're okay. You should just be able to click on the gun on your inventory and it should just fire off for you.
But there's no like additive or anything to it.
No, you should just be able to just hit.
Yeah, if you click on handgun under in your attack and spell casting, it'll roll it for you.
Oh,
I don't think it does that for me.
No, that's just rolling damage at the minute. Hang on, let's have a quick look at your character.
I'm just gonna roll a 20. I rolled an 18. I'm trying to find my bab so I can put it in. But I never found a bab.
It's okay.
So.
The somehow the attack got unticked.
The attack?
Yeah. Try rolling it again now.
Okay. I want to keep the 18. Unless it's higher.
Well, you got a 20.
It's because I rolled 13 though.
And then so this hits the person. Then click on the handgun in the Roll20 chat, and that will run us damage.
Cool.
So if you need to go onto not off your character sheet onto where the rolls are displayed, and click on the word handgun where the rolls are displayed.
Okay.
So like not on your character sheet at all, over on the over where the chat is, where the rolls are.
I'm listening. I hear you. Sorry.
It's okay.
It's not. I don't know why it's not rolling.
No, you just so where the rolls are,
I did it.
Thank you. Yeah, but what you do is you click where the rolls are output to get the damage rather than on your character sheet. We'll go for it.
I was like, I don't see it.
Yeah, it's you can see where you got the 22, right?
I see where I got the 22, but I don't see where I got the.
Click the word handgun.
Click the word handgun
Yes.
under your 22.
Oh, okay, I get it.
There you
Okay,
go.
I get it.
So
I get it.
we'll take your roll. We'll take the 15. You hear a cry in the smoke, and a body hit the ground.
Just taking out the trash.
It's the last bandito you hear inside. Billy?
Aw, Bill.
Billy? No!
Must have got him!
BewitchedDoctor.com.
Whoever shooting must have got him!
And he erupts from the mist, from the smoke towards the last gunshot he heard. The only person he can see is Ro, and he's gonna fire.
She's like, well, I don't know where it came from.
I think he's too angry to even be convinced of a deception check. He's just gonna open fire. So that would be a 16. Does that hit you?
Tie.
That would be 7 damage, piercing damage. And last but most certainly not least, holding up the initiative table for us, Jin.
I'm muted. Hi. I just realized my armor was wrong. Anyways, I am going to tip my hat at Ro, and then you see the shadows like pouring out of my gun, and then they start to swirl around me, and I'm casting Mage Armor as one of my Eldritch Invocations. And then I'm gonna jump through the window into the room with Aiden.
Okay, you would have to go past the Minotaur, who would get an opportunity attack.
Never mind. I didn't realize he was standing that close to the window. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna cast Mage Armor.
Okay.
My AC is low.
Good to know. Thank you for telling me. So next in the initiative, we go
no,
back.
it's not low anymore. I have Mage Armor on.
At the top of the order, we have Aiden. You can hear a cry from outside.
Well, I just realized that, so I should probably keep him by the window. And I just realized that, I can put him at disadvantage if I do something foolishly risky. So let's do that since it's a one shot. For me, anyway, it is. So I'm going to, sort of dancing forward. I do this kind of cool-looking maneuver where as I've got my gun up, with my other hand, I lift up my cane so that the end of it will pop out a bit. Grab it, toss off the sheath from my rapier, and leap forward and stab at him.
Ooh.
And that, unfortunately, is an 11, which I'm assuming does not necessarily hit.
Fortunately, as you come in with the 11, he sort of steps aside, deceptively graceful for a large creature. People often underestimate the grace of a large creature.
This is true.
Got a lot of weight, but moves very lively out of the way of your blade. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Well, I mean, it's. I guess I can. I can. Yeah, I guess we're sort of standing here. Yeah, I've already moved. So, bonus action I think is all I have left. So I'm just gonna. I can use that to reload, although I don't know if that works physically with the way the hands are right now. But as long as I'm like next to him, he's gonna have disadvantage to use firearms on me.
Okay. I think reloading does specify you need a free hand.
Okay, all right.
So
well then, not right now.
So you can't reload. So we get through that. Next is Trinity in the bar. No one has come out to attack you yet. But you hear more shots from outside. You hear a cry as someone goes down. It sounded like Billy.
He started it. You're
kept
muted.
hitting the wrong button. I kept hitting the wrong mute button. I actually want to head towards Aiden and the Minotaur.
Okay. You can see the Minotaur inside. Aiden has just rushed into the room to do combat avec sword.
How close is he to the Minotaur?
Melee range.
Oh, shit.
Kill them all.
Actually, I was gonna lob a laughing gas bomb at him.
The Joker style.
I'll just sort of
Actually,
whatever you're doing.
I'm gonna lob a laughing gas bomb at him.
I just nod and wink, whatever you're about to do.
So, this is the. I'm not sure how that works, but that's what a laughing gas bomb does. I wasn't sure how to put the bombs into the roll 20. So, deck save.
So the laughing gas bomb, by mixing your bomb's explosive contents with a drop of Gesterate, a highly euphoric chemical, you can change it into a laughing gas bomb. A laughing gas bomb deals poison damage instead of fire damage, and has 2d6 damage dice. And it has d6 damage dice, sorry. Requires a constitution saving throw instead of a dexterity save. Additionally, the target, as well as each of the creature within the blast radius that fails, its saving throw. Falls prone in a fit of laughter once the creature is targeted by this bomb or succeeds on a saving throw against it. So, it would seem that the Minotaur, Aiden, and I'm going to pull Jin into it as well, all need to make...
Why?
all need to make constitution saving throws. You're right outside the window.
I know why. That was rhetorical, because I know I deserve this.
Quick question, does this count as any sort of charm-like thing?
No.
Okay.
No.
I got 19.
I'm seeing it as AOE, AOE, Tasha's hideous laughter. So.
Yeah,
Like a poison kind of concept.
like a poison cloud.
What was the DC?
Oh, I forget what DC is.
Spell save DC should be listed in the documente.
Oh, wait. Listen. New computer, sorry.
Fine.
No, it doesn't. It just says damage and saving throws.
Give me a second.
DC 11.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
So, we all pass. So, hang on, let's read that again. But that means, we all take damage, though. Everyone takes damage. It's just people don't
Fall prone
laughing. So why don't you roll that d6 damage for us?
It was 2d6, right?
Just d6, sorry. Oh, that's unfortunate.
It blows back in my face.
0 damage.
So, let's see. And Mage Hand Press, just because you're in chat, still no rules lawyering, okay? Our rules don't change even if the sponsors are in chat. Wag, 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 wag. But thank you, though. We did ask. We do appreciate it. Who's next? The Minotaur. The Minotaur is going to turn with his multi-attack at disadvantage, trying to hit you, Aiden. 7, 14, 7.
14 will hit.
Aw.
7, 12.
That's so many attacks.
7 piercing damage for you.
Bro is not jealous of the
I'm looking a little bloody.
She was first jealous that you came in there and got the whiskey. She doesn't know, but she ain't jealous for the whiskey now.
After the Minotaur, it's Billy, but Billy's dead.
Poor Billy.
So, Billy lies on the floor groaning. After that, we have the Desperado who's come around the corner and spotted Jin. And he goes, "Hey!" and starts walking towards you with his shotgun. Sawn off style.
Hey.
Opens both barrels. Does an 18 or an 11 hit you?
18 will hit, 11 does not.
Please take 7 piercing damage as the
Owie.
shot catches you.
Just see a little bit more smoke just start to like roil off where it hit. And it's not smoke from the gun. Math.
Math.
I'm trying to do math. 32 minus 20. 25. I'm
After
smart.
the Desperado, it is Ro. Ro, this second person has come out and shot at you again. I think you're
I
muted.
thought we were
No.
friends. So is this how we're gonna go out? Have you thought about this before?
Are you trying to convince him to stop fighting?
Yeah.
Please make me a deception check.
Deception. Is that in my skills?
Yeah.
Should be yes.
It is.
He's not buying it. He's like, "You killed Billy!"
I shot into a cloud. How was I supposed to know? But if you want to die for this type of issue, then
I will call the convince a bonus action, so you still have an action if you'd like to make an attack.
I am gonna make attack. Here we go. I'm sorry. I didn't want to kill you, but you left me no. Ah, sorry. No. It took forever to load the first one. It's 12.
The 12 does hit. Please roll your damage.
Okay, so I didn't click here. Yeah, 9.
On a 9, you don't kill him, but you will maim him. How does this look?
It doesn't. How does he look? I look at him and I'm like, you don't have to lose your life like this. You could have like a farmer world. Just take what I've given you, the little bit left in your life, and run.
Down on one knee, hand covering his gut, where your bullets made blood bloom like a rose on his otherwise white shirt. You got me!
I did.
It's his turn next, and he says, "Alright, look, I won't shoot no more, just get me some healing, I don't want to end up like Billy."
Do you have some type of healer around here?
I ain't got nothing, except these guns!
Okay, well, I'll be right over in a minute. I'm gonna be right over. Just give me a couple minutes.
Thank you very much for the raid, Grimjack, Greg and the crew. Welcome to the Weird West. Jin, it's your turn.
Oh, it's my turn. I'm gonna pop back over the window, and I would like to take, I think, 2 Eldritch Blasts at the Minotaur.
At the Minotaur, just ignoring the shotgun altogether.
He's still. Oh wait, no, I want to do one to him shotgun. I thought he was dead.
No, he literally just opened up the shotgun at you. That happened literally 2 seconds ago. You were smoking
I mixed that up with the one Ro was talking to. That's my bad.
A different person.
Okay, well then I'm gonna take one. I'm gonna look at the one who just shot me. Go. You shouldn't have done that. Point bad idea at him. Shoot one, and then with my other hand, without even making eye contact, just shoot at the Minotaur through the window.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. Eldritch Blast! Alright. I don't know if that does 2 rolls, because I have to roll for each. Do you want to just take those 2, or should I...
No, we always take the roll on the left, so you can do another roll. The 16 does hit.
Alright,
do another roll first, though, because then if it's not a crit, we can use that for the damage.
Okay, hold up. And then... Okay.
I have an ability I can use to help her on this. It's Even the Odds, where I can... hang on, let me put it up here. When you see a creature you can see within 60 feet makes an attack roll ability check, saying that you can use a reaction to influence the outcome, roll 1d6 and either add or subtract the result of the triggering roll. So I'd like to add 1d6 to her 12 if I may.
You may, by all means. The second attack's going towards the Minotaur, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, I will tell you the magic number is 4.
Well, let's see what I get. 4!
You hit! Both hit! Please roll 2 lots of damage for us.
And sort of, I pull back just the right way, and I'm like...
Oh, okay, ignore the 10. It's 14, and then the second one is 10.
And the guy with the beer gut sort of takes the damage, and where this would have killed his partners, he shrugs it off and keeps walking towards you, reloading his shotgun with his bonus action. Closing the distance. The Minotaur is ignoring these attacks. It looks like they may be getting angry. We're not sure. But we go back to the top of the round with Aiden.
Excellent. Well, seeing as we kind of... I see he's getting angry. So, this is a terrible idea. Yeah, I'm going to just be... I'm going to be just sort of smiling and taunting him a little bit as this goes on, in an effort to to kind of get him to make a mistake. As this is happening, I'm just sort of saying, it's tough when your enemies can actually hit you, right? So I'm going to, but I'm just going to keep hacking away with the rapier is my main thing I'm doing right now.
Sure.
All right. That's 13.
That's no good, I'm afraid. No good.
I think. No, I can't prep anything else. No, I'm good. Yay.
Thank you so much, Roguish Puck, for the 5 months in a row. Next month you get a new chat badge, but for now you have a reroll to gift a party member or me, as you choose. Next in the turn order is Trinity.
Trinity has no luck. Well, she had luck when she was playing poker, but not now. When I can pull up my list of blowy ups here. I'm going to ready and throw a bomb, just a plain old bomb at the Minotaur.
Sure thing.
I forgot how to do this. I just brain farted. I know that's horrible. I shouldn't be doing that. Let me see here. Bomb, 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 bomb.
That will hit.
Now how do I do the damage? Do I just hit the damage type?
On the word bomb, you like where your roll is, you just go and click on the word bomb. Okay, so we have a DC 13 Dex save. Or 7 finesse damage. This seems strange. Okay.
Yeah, that's. I was confused when it was plugged into, but.
Cool, fair enough. Let's see where exactly is this bomb going?
Straight at the Minotaur's gut. Actually, no, straight towards his head. Because I was told aim for the head, so I'm throwing it at its head.
Okay. So the Minotaur succeeds on its dexterity save.
Oh, dang.
Taking no damage, according to that thing. However, Aiden, you are within 5 feet.
That is fair. That is fair. Note to self: back away next time, if there's a next time. This is a dex save.
It will be a dex save, please.
I shall attempt a dex save. Okay.
Also, no damage. The bomb. Let's say perhaps it hits the door frame or something. It would have been the perfect trajectory, but there's a damn door frame in the way, and it just blows. Doesn't quite hit your intended target. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Trinity?
Can I hop out the window? Am I within range to leap out the window? Or is the Minotaur between me and the window?
So if you're talking about the window where Jin is,
yeah.
Yes, the Minotaur is between you and the window.
Okay, I'm gonna try to run out the door and try to work my way around the corner of the house.
Yeah, by all means. You can probably do that with, let's say you're about 10 feet away by the time you've used all your movement. What have you got, 30 feet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Am
standard
I ever gonna see her?
Yeah, nothing's come to clear the smoke. The smoke lasts for a long time, so Trinity will be moving through the smoke. So you won't see her until she appears around the side.
Oh, okay, so talking is still a free action, right?
Sorry?
Yeah. Is talking still a free action, right?
Yeah, by all means. As long as it takes less than 6 seconds.
I'm like, Trinity, you got any, healing?
Yeah! I'll be there in a minute!
Okay. He's got some things. She says she'll be with us in a minute. Just
breathe. Just breathe.
Aiden, this Minotaur is determined to kill you. Determined.
Oh no.
Still with disadvantage. 16.
Ooh.
15.
Ooh.
15. 23. And 9.
The 9 is the only one that did not hit.
Oh,
Oh,
no!
Ow.
So as he fans the hammer at you, that will be 14, 20, 28 damage.
Okay, let's see. I'm currently at 15 hit points. So that's going to be 13 into the negative 13.
I should have stayed. I should have stayed.
So Aiden goes down.
Ah,
Aiden goes
So
down.
Aiden's prone, right?
Yeah. As the
Burning.
Minotaur sniffs, looking towards the window where Jin was, and starts reloading the gun. After the Minotaur, it is our shotgun-wielding friend who is facing down Jin. They decide to do a desperate gambit, which I can't proc for some reason. But essentially, at the start of its turn, the Desperado can gain advantage on all weapon attack rolls during that turn, but attack rolls against it have advantage until the start of its next turn. Neither the Desperado nor its targets may benefit from any cover except total cover when this ability is used. Essentially,
it's
reckless
like
attack, but with
reckless
fire
attack,
impact.
but better.
Attack 1, 15. Attack 2, 19.
Attack 1. Oh, wait. I have 16. So the 19 hits. The 15 does not.
Please take 10 piercing damage.
I don't want to. No.
Then you wouldn't want to.
I don't want to. Yo, I'm the only one with a healing cantrip. I can't go down.
It's not our fault you went off by yourself.
It's fine.
Ro, it is your
alright.
turn next.
Do I know that Jin can heal?
No, no one knows this.
that is not my problem. You
Hey,
are
I
my
can make
problem.
tinctures that heal. Thank you very much.
But do I know you can? You said you knew my name. Do you know me? Oh, but you told me you're gonna be back in a minute. So I'm still telling this poor man with his intestines falling out to hold on to him.
Help me! I don't want to die! Everything's going dark!
She pulls out her handkerchief and she's gonna try to do like some medical. She's gonna run medicine and try to make sure his intestines don't fall out any longer. Hold on!
Okay, so do me a medicine check, but before you roll, I have a home rule with medicine checks on people who are downed or badly injured. 10 or more helps. 15 or more greatly helps. 20 really, really, really helps. Less than 10 hurts. Less than 5 really hurts. And that 1 can kill.
Well,
As you basically start pulling his guts out, he just faints. Oh!
well, Mama said, you know, only special people could be healers.
And Trinity, as you are walking out of this building and see Ro nearby as she calls to you for healing, you see that she has downed this person and decides to finish them coup de grace with her bare hands as she starts pulling intestines out of this person.
What the hell are you doing, Ro?
Well, she looks. Is there anyone
Are
else?
you checking for the fate of the party in the intestines? What in the world are you doing?
Do I have to roll perception to see if there's anyone else around me?
I mean, you can do that. I'll tell you for free. The only person nearby is the one. Yeah, there's a Jin is being attacked by a large man with a shotgun.
She's too busy to watch, right? See me? So she looks around for a minute and she says, well, you know, they don't call me in Death Row for nothing.
Oh, Jesus.
She kind of wipes her handkerchief off. She's like, oh God, gross. Gross.
Well, that's the bandito down. That'll make it your turn, Jinan.
Do I see the Minotaur looking to shoot at me, right?
Oh yeah.
I don't know that Aiden's down, so we're gonna do split Eldritch Blast again.
Okay, advantage against the Minotaur. Against not the Minotaur, the other one.
Alright, let's go. Oh wait, why am I I can just do it in my Ugh, sorry. And there we go. So, I was like, I said Minotaur first, and then I didn't say, but
we'll give it to you. We'll give it to you. We're running low on time, so it'll help.
Yeah.
17 hits the Minotaur, and 22 hits the alternate person, so you can do double damage. 9 for the Minotaur.
13 for the guy with the shotgun.
Ooh. Hey, he's starting to look bloodied.
Just die!
As we go back to the top of the round, Aiden, can you please make me... you should have made a death saving throw when you fell, so now can you make me another one? Oh, or is that just meat grinder rules? I can never remember. Either way, we'll go with it. Make me a death save for falling down, and then another one for your turn.
First death save is a 13.
Mm-hmm.
Second is an 11.
2 successes.
Excellent.
I got a handkerchief of life for you. Don't worry, I'm coming.
Oh, Jesus.
After Aiden, it's Trinity's turn.
So there's nobody outside but normies, right? There's
Well,
no more bad guys out here.
You can see Jin, and you can see the man with a shotgun bearing down on her. He's actually a half-orc. Let's make him a half-orc, yeah.
I'm gonna fire my crossbow at him.
Sure thing. $21 hits. Only 2 piercing damage, but not to be sniffed at. It's every little counts. As your bow catches him in the back. Is there anything else you can do?
That's action, right? So I could move.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna move up towards Jin.
Sure thing.
Do I have enough space to reach her?
You will have to take a wide berth around this person, which does put you in line of the window so the Minotaur can see you.
That's fine.
Cool thing. After Trinity, it is the Minotaur's turn. The Minotaur is going to start shooting. Are you feeling lucky, Jin?
Do I still get cover because he's in the window and I'm outside?
Oh, that's the wrong character sheet. It's that character sheet. There we go. Yeah, you can have cover from him.
And I'm feeling hell lucky.
Okay, so 3/4 cover. So what is the armor class? Just so we all know as we're going through here.
It is a 21.
21's the magic number. 19, 12, 7, 17, and a 20. All 5 shots catch the window frame instead of hitting you, and you see the Minotaur turn and run deep into the building.
Got a runner!
The Desperado, hearing you say we've got a runner, says, "He's leaving me!" And desperately tries to fire his shotgun at you. Again, desperate gambit. The 10 won't hit you.
Mm-mm.
The 16?
16 will, because I don't have cover.
That's another 14 piercing damage.
I have 1 hit point.
I've got to have a handkerchief for you when I find you. Don't worry.
And seeing where you all are, this gunner tries to run to the back of one of the other buildings, not trying to run close to any of you. After the Desperado is Ro. You can see this person running.
Well, they're gonna run far. I'm hoping I can pop them before they go. Here we go.
$25 will hit.
Yes.
Oh, we'll just take the 12 because it's not a crit. They are very close to being dead.
Damn, I wanted the crit. Damn.
We always want the crit.
What was that?
As you catch this person, it's enough to put them on the ground as they fall.
I said, I don't know where you going, and then I pop him.
And yeah, you can coup de grace this person. We are out of combat as the
Yeah, I'm gonna coup de grace the second I get a chance.
the Minotaur has also fled the field. Why don't you give us another death saving throw there, Aiden, before someone comes to help you? See if you can stabilize yourself.
'Cause I don't know.
Righto. And death. There it is. 14.
You are stable.
Nice. Do I know that? Can I tell that Jin is like hurting and all? And I think that Trinity is already on my eyesight, right?
Well, I'm standing next to Jin, aren't I?
Well, we don't
near
have
Jen.
much time. We can see that we're all hurting, and we can rest up and heal each other.
I was gonna say I was gonna take a couple of my Regent dies and make 2 potions of healing, give 1 to Jin and 1 to Aiden.
I'm just wondering who, because you can only do one person first, because someone's gonna get this handkerchief. You can only do one person at a time.
You can do your various healing things, getting yourselves back up to at least full or maybe movable health. If you explore the house looking for the Minotaur, you'll see a horse in the distance riding away, too far for any gun. However, in the basement, you hear a groaning and a grumbling. Going down...
I would want to attend to Aiden and get him healed up.
Yeah, totally. I'm just skipping through that because we're running out of time. You've healed up
sorry.
Aiden. He's all good. But in the basement, you will find a grey-skinned, moaning zombie with the sheriff's badge on it.
Well, we found the sheriff.
I would like to just take my gun and just.
Hey! I'm taking the badge.
Brains splatter the walls. You can take the badge. You can also collect up all the pieces from the characters that you killed.
That too.
Like,
But I want the badge to take back to the mayor as...
And I want every
head.
gun I found.
I want the head and I want the badge so we can take it back and show the mayor what happened.
I'm also going to grab the map that was in that meeting and take that back as well so we get a better idea of what they're up to.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we taking... What is wrong with you?
I like
taking
heads.
the head, taking the map. You think a piece of paper is gonna...
Well, this was some of their plans.
Jen, did you shoot him in the head? Or did you shoot him in the chest? Okay.
It just like you could see like the eyes sort of like glaze over and like the gun smoking and I just bang.
Should have killed them all.
So
I tried.
So I thought we were supposed to be friends with these people and make money, and then you just murder them first before we can make any money. That doesn't make any sense.
That was a pretense so that we could get close.
Whoa, shh. Trinity's saying something. What? Trinity?
Whiskey. Shh. Let's go.
I'm sorry, Aiden. She got something important to say. Let's go.
As we head back to town, what are the messages that you would like to convey to the mayor and anyone else in town as we wrap up this one shot? Let's epilogue with what you would tell the town for Ro and Jin to take forward next episode.
I'm literally gonna walk into the mayor's office, slam the head down, slam the badge down, be like, "Here's your sheriff. Give me money."
She's straight to the point.
Well, shit. I knew it wasn't gonna.
And
be
obviously,
good.
you can tell he's zombified and necrotic, correct?
And he'll shell out the gold that he promised you. 50 gold starting, 20 gold per piece each.
I take my money and I exit stage left.
I'm going to provide the mayor with the map and just sort of say, well, we got in, heard some of their plans. They were planning to rob a train that was going to be coming through here, and I go over the details of some of that. Apparently, they said their boss has got some access to being able to raise folks or to make them only partially dead. He was out, they said, to the west. They wouldn't give details about him. But this is what we got.
Hell. Well, I'm gonna need some volunteers to head out west.
I'll do it.
I'm not gonna lie, Ro, when she came back in town, she was like, You guys go talk to the mayor. I'm gonna go see Terrence.
I just imagine like me and her, because I have all this money. We're just in the bar getting lit at this point.
Yeah, and for Ro and Jin, that'd be 110 gold that you each get going forward. I know, obviously, Trinity and Aiden, you'd get the same, but you're one-shot characters, so you know maybe you'll come back.
Is that 110 gold each, or 110 total?
Each.
Okay.
I just we'll let the mayor know also about the flag, the name of the gang, and all the stuff that we collected, and then I will say, actually, I'm going to be need to be healing up, and I got to head out of town. It's only going to be a little bit of time before Miss Rowe puts two and two together and realize I was the one that took a hat.
Aiden, that's not going to cover your tab with Terrence. You still need to square up with him before you go.
Well, dang. Well, maybe we can settle it over cards.
And that,
Staying in the neighborhood.
and that is where we will wrap up this one shot with more cards being played in the tavern.
I would also like to apologize to Terrence for getting blood all over his shirt. My one hit point left. I'm just gonna come in.
Yeah, you left with a white shirt and came back with a red shirt.
Sorry.
Terrence is more concerned for your health and offers to doctor you.
I would appreciate that a lot.
I look over at Terrence. I offered her a handkerchief, but apparently she got some type of issues with this.
I just slide the bottle in front of Ro.
So everyone, let's go round. We did run pretty late. We started late as well, so that's mostly my fault. Let's go round, find out who you are, where we can find you online, and what your favourite part of today's one shot was. Let's start with Milady Saito.
I loved it all. I just enjoyed everything. I can't help but laugh a little bit about the concept of me putting trying to help that person and murdering him. Well, you know, it is what it is.
Just happens sometimes. Just happens.
Yeah. You can find me at Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, anything. Milady Saito. Hit me up. Follow me. I'm always down to talk. Always down to see what everyone's up to. I stream as well. And yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. Next, we go to Otherdoc.
Yeah. This was glorious. I'm always a sucker for mixing weird Western with anything, and it's a glorious thing. So I was the moment I saw you were doing this, I had to leap at it. And I think my favorite part, I loved the whole thing, but I think my favorite part was just the banter that we had, being able to go back and forth throughout the whole. This was a great party, and I really enjoyed talking, arguing / with Ro and everyone else. It's really good.
How dare you take my hat? I hope you're a recurring character. I hope I find out super late on. I'm
Revenge of the Hat Stricken. You gotta catch me first.
I hope you're the only person I save in my whole life. And I find out you're the one who took my hat.
But as for where you can find me, I'm Jim Ryan. I am a writer, streamer, and podcaster. I am OtherDoc on both Twitch and Twitter, or Doc if you're addressing me if you want. I do my own channel, and on that we have a few things coming up on Saturdays. Alternate Saturdays we do Cold Ruins of Last Life, Dungeon World, but we're all undead. Sundays I do one-shots. If you like this sort of Western feel, I'm right now doing one-shots of Deadlands Noir. So come check that out. That's Western Noir horror. Which some folks talked about it as like, oh brother, where art thou with monsters? And so that's a thing that I'm doing early Sunday evenings for those. And on Tuesday nights I am on Off the Table playing in their Urban Shadows campaign. They're about to have their finale, so I think things are gonna go crazy this Tuesday. And on Wednesday nights, I do short campaigns. This month, it is RVR, which is a hack I wrote of Lady Blackbird. It is Shakespearean robots in space. It is bonkers, and I love it. So feel free to come and check that out. And indeed, I've got signups open for a couple of the one-shots I'm doing near the end of the month. If you want to check those out, or any of my audio media podcasts, what have you, just go to my website at jimyesthatjim.com.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Jim. We are wrapping up, chat. We're wrapping up in a bit of haste because we've got another game in half an hour. Thank you all for coming along. Stick around. Next round we have Crimson Rosebud. Oh, hi!
Hi, I'm Crimson Rosebud. You can find me at twitch.tv/CrimsonRosebud34. You can find me on Twitter at Crimson_Rose34. When I stream on Twitch, I tend to stream Final Fantasy. Right now, I am playing Final Fantasy VIII. That's it. I'm short.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Wonderful playing with you all today. Last but most certainly not least, we have Mackenzie Lane. Mac, how was that for you?
That was so much fun. Jin's, I already love her. I was actually pretty nervous playing her because I normally don't play super high charisma characters, but like that was fun. I also love Terrence, my precious baby. Anyways, you can find me on Twitter at MackenzieLaneDA. I also have a podcast, One-on-One D&D, which is a duet campaign I play with my boyfriend set in a Caribbean/Roman Empires-inspired setting. Has a lot of Hispanic influence. It's very fun. In terms of streaming, I am here every week, and I'm also tomorrow I will be on the Greyhawk channel in the Old Faith, and I'll be playing a Tiefling Gloomstalker, which is super fun. She's very much the opposite of Jin, but it's a fun time. And I also might have something cooking on Encounter Roleplay for next season.
Ooh.
That's it.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh. As for me, I'm Scrat. You guys can find me here, and my bot will give you all of the information that you need to know. The most prominent thing you need to know is that we'll be back in half an hour with the last show of the week. Yes, I'm taking Fridays off this season, so I can produce better quality content all the rest of the time. Sorry?
Are you trying to say that your content isn't good quality?
No, I'm telling you that I'm burning out. So I want to maintain the level of quality and content that I'm producing, but I need to take some time because I was writing at the weekends and not taking any time for myself. So check out all of our links over there. Big thank you to Mage Hand Press, especially today, who created this, and they are our sponsors. They make it all possible. Thank you also to Bird and the Storm Publishing, who are our sponsors also. We are going to head over to WebDM, where they are currently playing some, I think, is it still Tale from Two Rivers? Is that where it is? The Land Between Two Rivers. I knew it was something like that. Land Between Two Rivers, but we'll be back in half an hour, so, you know.
Raid Cry?
Raid Cry, probably Let's Evoke Emotions or something like that? I don't know.
Let's do this.
Wait, I thought it was the bedsheet thing.
Yes! A tasteful amount of bedsheet, definitely.
Tasteful amount of sheet.
Yes.
Woo!
I'm not used to having, like, usually there's a mod in here doing these things for me.
Yeah, I forgot to say my favorite part, but that's for another day.
Oh.
It was when Jim was talking to me and I went, Jesus?
Yeah, totally. Totally.
That was pretty good.
It was fun.
We will see you later, everyone. Thank you so much for playing. Thank you so much for being here, and we'll be back in half an hour. Bye!
Bye, y'all!
Bye!